Story 1. The Whispering Shadows. In the depths of the night, I found myself drawn to a solitary walk along a forgotten path that wound through a desolate landscape. The moon's feeble light struggled to penetrate the thick canopy of trees, casting elongated shadows that danced with an eerie grace. Unbeknownst to me, this nocturnal journey would lead me into the clutches of a haunting encounter that would forever leave me trembling. As I ventured deeper into the darkness, an inexplicable chill settled upon the air, seeping into my bones. The silence was deafening, broken only by the distant hoot of an owl and the rustling of leaves underfoot. An uncanny feeling of being watched crept over me, causing my senses to heighten with each cautious step I took. A figure materialized before me, emerging from the shadows like a wraith summoned from the depths of the night. Their form was indistinct, a silhouette that seemed to shift and ripple with the whispering breeze. Intrigued yet apprehensive, I approached, driven by an unexplainable force that tugged at my very core. Without uttering a word, the figure beckoned me to follow, their outstretched hand a haunting invitation into the unknown. With a mixture of curiosity and trepidation, I obliged, my feet carrying me forward in sync with the enigmatic presence. The path twisted and turned, its winding nature mirroring the labyrinthine depths of my own apprehension. As we ventured deeper into the nocturnal landscape, an ethereal mist began to rise, obscuring the surroundings in a hazy veil. Whispers, soft and unintelligible, seemed to emanate from the very shadows themselves, carrying fragments of forgotten tales and ancient sorrow. The figure's steps were silent, their presence exuding an aura of both melancholy and longing. Shapes flickered at the edges of my vision, ethereal forms dancing just beyond the reach of my gaze. They were specters, restless souls trapped in a liminal space between the living and the dead. Their presence filled the air with a palpable weight, a sense of yearning that clung to my skin like an icy breath. With each passing moment, the figure's essence became more tangible, their form solidifying as if bridging the gap between realms. Their eyes, shimmering with a sorrowful glimmer, conveyed a depth of emotion that resonated within my own being. It was as if our paths had crossed not by chance, but by some predetermined design of fate. The path led us to a forgotten cemetery, its tombstones standing like sentinels amidst the encroaching darkness. The figure guided me towards a weathered gravestone, their touch gentle yet chilling. A surge of energy coursed through me as I realized the purpose of this eerie encounter. The figure sought closure, a release from the chains that bound them to this earthly plane. With heartfelt words and whispered pleas, I offered solace to the lingering spirit, acknowledging their pain and granting permission to find peace. The air crackled with a bittersweet energy, an ethereal light illuminating the graveyard as the figure's essence dispersed, blending with the shadows from which they had emerged. As I walked away from that sacred ground, a profound sense of awe and reverence settled within me. The encounter had forever shifted my perception of the unseen forces that dwell beyond our mundane reality. The memory of that haunting walk would forever be etched in my mind, a testament to the enduring power of the supernatural, and a reminder that even in the darkest of nights, there is a delicate balance between the living and the spectral realms. Story 2. The Phantom Highway. Under the blanket of a starlit sky, I embarked on a solitary drive along a desolate highway that stretched like a ribbon through the vast unknown. The engine's purr provided a familiar comfort as I delved deeper into the night, the road unfurling before me like a mysterious path to untold adventures. Little did I know that this fateful drive would plunge me into a spectral encounter that defied the boundaries of the living world. As I ventured further into the darkness, a tingling sensation crept along my spine, an eerie energy that permeated the air. Shadows danced at the periphery of my vision, whispering secrets of the unseen. The night seemed to hold its breath, as if anticipating the otherworldly encounter that awaited me on this enigmatic journey. A figure materialized on the side of the road, their silhouette bathed in the glow of the moon. An otherworldly presence emanated from their form, their features obscured by a haunting veil. Curiosity mingled with trepidation as I slowed the car. compelled to investigate the mysterious traveler who appeared in the dead of night. Without hesitation, the figure entered the car, their presence ethereal and enigmatic. The atmosphere inside the vehicle grew charged with an otherworldly energy as we continued the journey together. Their voice, a whisper carried by the wind, spoke of forgotten tales and timeless tragedies that bound them to the realm of the lost. As we traveled down the endless highway, the figure's stories took on a haunting quality, their words seeping into the very fabric of the night. Ghostly apparitions seemed to materialize on the roadside, spectral forms yearning for redemption and release. It became apparent that this encounter was no ordinary rendezvous, but a convergence of mortal and ethereal realms. The road stretched on, a conduit between the mundane and the supernatural. The figure's presence grew more tangible, their essence intertwined with my own, as if our fates had become irrevocably entwined on this eerie night drive. Their stories painted a tapestry of love, loss, and unfinished journeys, filling the air with an ethereal sadness. In the darkest hours before dawn, we arrived at an abandoned cemetery, its tombstones weathered by the passage of time. The figure guided me to a particular grave, their ethereal touch sending a shiver through my being. It was here, in this sacred ground, that the figure's story reached its climax, and my role as a conduit of release was revealed. With a solemn prayer and a final farewell, I offered the spirit permission to find peace, to transcend the earthly realm and embark on their eternal journey. A surge of energy crackled through the air, illuminating the graveyard in a cascade of light and shadow. The figure's essence dissolved into the night, leaving behind profound silence that whispered of freedom. As I drove away from that sacred place, a sense of reverence and awe enveloped me. The encounter had forever changed my perception of the world, reminding me of the delicate balance between the living and the dead. The memory of that haunting drive would forever be etched in my mind, a testament to the inexplicable connections that transcend the boundaries of time and space, forever reminding us of the profound mysteries that lie just beyond the reach of our mortal senses. Story 3. The Ghostly Hitchhiker. On a moonlit night, I embarked on a solitary drive down a secluded highway that snaked through the countryside. The engine's steady hum echoed through the silence, casting a comforting aura within the car. Little did I know that this nocturnal journey would lead me into the realm of the supernatural, where a chilling encounter awaited along the lonely road. As I ventured deeper into the night, an eerie stillness settled upon the landscape, shrouding it in an air of mystery. Shadows danced on the periphery of my vision, flickering like ethereal specters. A sense of being watched enveloped me, sending a chill down my spine. Yet, I pressed on, my curiosity piqued by the enigmatic energy that permeated the surrounding. A figure materialized at the side of the road, their presence captivating and unnerving. The moon's pale light revealed their ethereal nature, their features obscured by an otherworldly veil. Compelled by an unseen force, I slowed the car and extended an offer of assistance to the mysterious traveler. Without a word, the figure entered the car, their presence sending a shiver through the air. Silence settled within the vehicle as we continued the journey together. Their voice, barely a whisper, shared tales of unfinished business and a yearning for closure that bound them to the mortal realm. It was clear that this encounter went beyond the realm of the living, delving into the mysterious depths of the supernatural. As we drove deeper into the night, the figure's stories grew more haunting, their words echoing through the silence. Ghostly apparitions appeared at the edges of my vision, their ethereal forms fleeting yet poignant. They shared tales of lost loves, tragic endings, and a yearning for peace that transcended the barriers between life and death. The road stretched onward, each mile carrying us deeper into a realm where the boundaries of reality wavered. The figure's presence became more tangible, their essence intertwining with my own. We journeyed together, bound by an unspoken understanding that our paths had crossed for purpose, for a profound connection that defied conventional explanations. In the darkest hours of the night, we arrived at a forgotten cemetery, the tombstones standing as solemn sentinels in the moonlight. The figure guided me to a particular grave, their presence resonating with a mix of sorrow and longing. It was here, among the silent markers of the departed, that the culmination of their story awaited. With a heavy heart, I offered a final farewell, a whispered plea for the spirit's release from their earthly shackles. A surge of energy crackled through the air, the graveyard bathed in an otherworldly glow. The figure's essence shimmered before me, gradually dissipating like mist, as if finding solace in the embrace of eternal peace. As I drove away from that hallowed ground, a profound sense of awe and reflection washed over me. The encounter had forever altered my perception of the world, revealing the invisible threads that connect the living and the dead. The memory of that haunting drive would forever be etched in my mind, a testament to the enigmatic forces that guide our paths and the enduring power of compassion, even in the face of the supernatural.